find it home. It's just not working here. Oh, it is. What's up, Stir? Yep, that event is over. Awesome. I had to try to reconnect my my YouTube or whatever, because it wasn't doing it, which was annoying. There we go. How's it going, Star? Anyway, we did 225 one-handed deadlift with no straps on. Now that it seems to be connected. There we go. Yeah. Well, that was annoying that I had to do it that way. But hey, it's fixed, I guess. Okay. I forgot I took this off. Well, that's what I do. I'm definitely not the fashion police. So, this someone's gonna be it. It's definitely not me. Whew. Okay. So I'm at two sets deep into the juggle, the Popeye circuit. I'm kind of thinking what I might do is do 2 of those and then 2 of the other circuit. That might be a good idea. What's up, Jingo? Yeah. Let me pull up the chat. Ah, I gotcha. Oh, there you go. I guess I just do it this way. Oh, nice. Oh, I see what's happening. It's capturing I don't know why things can't just stay the way I left them. That'd be sweet. That's probably why I can't. I don't know why I can't edit that as is. I have to do it this way. Blah. Don't like that. Something like that. Oh my goodness, why? OBS is just working terribly on Linux at the moment. Can't change the size of the window without doing the other method of editing. So, whatever. Here's what we'll do. That'll have to do. I'll try updating OBS again later, but for right now, it's time for another round. See if we can get 15 this time. All right. Or, right, I was gonna switch. So, still Popeye circuit of some sort, so. What's the other one? All right, for the other Popeye circuit, we can do the fun new thing. And that is, oh nice. We're gonna do curls, but I'm gonna do them the new way, which is abysmal. So, I don't think I do 25, but we'll see. See how it feels. Okay. Yeah, actually, no, I can still do that. So it's actually a 40-pound curl, but 25 of it is on the end. Okay. Actually, I could probably use those for this too. Get rid of these. Get them Popeye forearms yet. Okay. Okay. So 40 pounds per arm. We'll try it. Try this. Okay. Oh gosh, that's hard. All right. Let me do close grip bench incline. Okay. Yeah, you gotta do that in between reps. All right, and then now, whew. Hammer curls, kinda. Whew, okay, last thing. 20-pound plate hold. Okay. Okay. That's a superset. Or a circuit, depending. Whew. All right, cool. That's a set. It's biceps and forearms, because so holding the barbell or dumbbell with it pulling to one side means you constantly have to be using your forearms to keep it from tilting too much, because the weight wants to, I mean, naturally gravity does what it's trying to do, and it wants to twist. You have to use your forearm to keep it up there. Generally speaking, supersets are more useful for exercises you are comfortable with the movement. I have done, at this point, I don't know, 100,000 sets of bench. I don't actually know how many, but it's a lot of sets of bench. And flies and stuff, it's not a small number there either. Basically, the other thing, so another one, yeah. Another thing though too, that kind of lends itself to what you said is for supersets, you usually want them to be complementary or antagonistic, depending how you want to put it, to each other. So for this little circuit, it depends on what your goal is. So for myself, my goal is to get a good bicep, forearm, delts, chest, a little bit of triceps workout. And so I have to set these little supersets / circuits around that. But you can't just do all one muscle or you'll wear it out. So that's why I did the flies with the one-sided dumbbells, but then I switched to give my forearms a bit of a break, just a little bit of a break. I switched to no, that would be a superset. That would be actually a very fine superset because you are working different muscle groups. So I guess antagonistic isn't even the right thing. Basically, you don't want to do two in the same, or two of the same things in a row, unless the purpose is bringing to somewhere near failure. That's why the plate pinch at the end, after I've just done, 2 forearm workouts and a like chest and triceps workout in the middle of those two works. Most of these, the primary mover is not being worked 2 times in a row, mostly, if that makes sense. But yeah, like biceps and then quads would be fine. Usually you wouldn't do those on the same day because you usually do biceps, or you do like pull movements, but nothing wrong with that. All right, let's do this again. See if I can get it twice in a row. Forearms already feeling it though. Yeah. Forearm feeling Popeye-ish already. But yeah, it should be movements that you're generally comfortable with, and the prime mover shouldn't be the same one 2 exercises in a row unless it's a drop set, which is another thing. Thing is, there's a lot of like training modalities, if you will. I think that's the right word to use for that. And yeah, the drop set is another one. Another one. Okay. For this one, my main thing is the chest. So the forearms are doing some work, but chest is the one I'm really kind of focused on. But my forearms are doing work, so when I do the next one, Forearms get a bit of a break because they're not used as heavily in the close grip bench press. And for this, for close grip bench press, prime mover is, well, it's kind of a combination deal of it's triceps heavily and then chest as well. Since it's incline, it's a bit more towards upper chest. But it's triceps with kind of just as a secondary almost. All right. Okay. Curls. This might just be straight up hammer curls. Oh goodness. I'm gonna have to decrease the weight for forearms. All right, well, we'll just go ahead and do the plate pinch anyway. I'll put it down 5 pounds for the next set. Okay. Loud. Yeah, so forearm is, I guess you can't really tell, but my forearm is very pumped right now. So it's not a bad thing, but it is a thing. We'll try 35 pounds. Working on it, man. Working on it. Ugh. I've been doing so much forearm work. It's paying off though. I did a 225 one-handed deadlift today on each side. So it is working. It's just, man, I've been working at it. I'm focused right now on getting big forearms and running. I went about almost 4.5 miles yesterday. I did the first half or so while juggling, and then visibility was kind of terrible because it was night. My fault. Well, not my fault that it was night. It was my fault that I ran when it was night. So then I switched to normal running, and I did another 3.5-ish. About 4 point. Yes, it was about 4.37, I think, was the final tally for yesterday's run. So I think I could just run 5 miles if I wanted to, but it's not fun to run for too long. My preference is definitely sprinting. But gotta keep my my cardiovascular capacity on an upward trend, so that when I do go for joggling records in the spring, I will be able to get them, because I have a few goals and I would really like to hit those. I think I'm going to give myself my forearms a break and not do these for the next one. And I'm instead going to use the normal dumbbells that are 44 pounds. They're a little heavier, but they're also not all forearm, because that was, I think, a bit much for forearms. As I said with the supersets or whatever, that you kind of have to put those in a way that you're not sabotaging yourself. Oh yeah, you did the couch to 5K, right? Ah, fair enough. All right, curls. We are down to 35 pounds now. About 25 of it. Lean to one side. Yeah. My goodness, my forearms are. Okay. Plate pinch. Okay. Whew. Okay, let's see how it feels to juggle. Oh, I can already tell this is gonna be terrible. So I decided to bring the clubs out because clubs use a lot more forearm for the spins. Oh my goodness, that feels terrible. Oh boy. Oh, my forearms do not like that. Not remotely or locally. Neither of those things. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. That does not feel excellent. I can still do it though. Whew. So one of the ones I do at home, in addition to the curls that I've started doing now, I do this. So sit down, probably less weight actually, hold on. It might even be less weight than this because I'm tired. Okay, so neutral, and then you go down, bring up to, and then of course, to make it harder, you actually grip more towards the other end. So, there we go. So basically from the side, you see forearm. Very good. And then the other one is, you go the other way. Whew. You can see though, my forearms are already shot, so I'm gonna do it on this side just to make it even, but I'm not gonna do a lot of them. I'm gonna probably call it good with that. Ooh. But yeah, that's the current like forearm regimen. It's basically those twists either way, and then the one-sided curls where it's the weight is all weighted towards one side. It's netting me forearm gains, but it's taking a while. But yeah, forearms are getting huge or something. They're getting big anyway, bigger. I remember the first time that I noticed that I had actually made some progress here several weeks or so back. I'm like, oh, hey, are those gains? I don't get those too much anymore. When it comes to lifting, diminishing returns are very much a thing. And when you first start lifting, you get really, you get a lot of progress quickly. Oh, there we go, hold on. This will be good too because the forearm is all pumped up. Or either from this side. Yeah. But yeah, the forearms are definitely getting there. But yeah, so when you get what's called diminishing returns, basically the more time you put into it, the more time you have to put into it to make progress. And I got to roughly the diminishing returns category quite a while ago. And so my options are, make myself more well-rounded, because if I have, I either have to make sure I work out areas that I haven't worked out well enough before, like, increasing my forearm size is something that I haven't really worked on as much. So that's the thing I can work on. The other is, obviously you can eke out little bits of gains in the strength side that won't necessarily make you look bigger, but you're technically stronger. Skills, you can do skills. One of the things that I'm doing right now is working on my cardiovascular capacity, so I'm doing a lot of running, or a lot for me. But yeah, overall, I'm looking forward to the spring when I can do when I can really test myself and maybe break my own world record. One of the other things that I'm doing that I can't do on the stream, and I'm trying to figure out how to practice because it's hard to practice, is juggling 5 baseball bats. That's hard to do, and it's hard to practice because, well, they're aluminum baseball bats. That can be dangerous, and they're heavy. Thanks. Yeah, I've gotten it before, but my goal right now is I'm working towards getting 100 catches of 5 baseball bats. And my best right now is, I think is actually 69 catches. I think it might actually be a little over 70, I'm not sure. But it's got a little ways to go. I mean, you could, but I could already juggle prop baseball bats because these are just as hard as any fake baseball bat. There's no substitute for the actual thing. These I can already juggle. Even with my dead forearms, I can still juggle these. But these are not any harder than foam baseball bats. The technique for actual juggling baseball bats. So this is a 31-inch bat, not a 30-inch bat. We juggle 30s at home. But so basically, one spin isn't that bad. So I can juggle 3 or 4 of these, no problem. It took me a little bit of getting used to, but I can juggle 3 or 4 of these, no problem. Now, when you go for 5, you have to pretty much do 2 spins. That isn't too bad when you're only juggling 2 or 3 of them, maybe even 4. The problem is when you have to do 5 and you have to launch 3 baseball bats out of one hand. That's the hard part. So you have to basically get 3 bats stacked in your hand in a way that you can release the first one without more coming out and without your forearm dying. My method of doing it is essentially the first few throws, I almost do this to keep my wrists from being like, basically I don't want to be doing this. It's hard on your wrists. Now they're getting stronger as well, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into when you're gonna juggle weird stuff like that. There's a guy that juggles tires, like car tires. And one of the things he does that's a good practice for it, I saw him post today, is juggling 10-pound bumper plates. I've tried it a little bit, but not seriously. I think I could get up to it, but I'd have to work on it, and not with. I'd have to have fresh forearms. Yeah, momentum. Yep, conservation momentum. Yep. There are all kinds of fun stuff you can do with these bumpers, though, because you can do things like that. Now the crazy thing is, I think it was Julius Maddox or some powerlifter guy, or maybe it was a strongman. I say Julius Maddox because I saw him manhandle like 6 plates just holding them like this. They were like the interlocking metal plates, and he benches like 700, 800 pounds, some stupid number. And he just like pulls off 5 plates in his hands, just pinched between his 2 hands. He just, it's like, oh, okay. Just hold, okay, buddy. But yeah, somebody did that flip thing that I did just there. They did it not with a 10-pounder, but with a 25 kg plate. That's crazy. That's 55 pounds. Not what I just did, but 25 kg plate is. And that guy did a toss like that. Like these are 20 kg, they're 45 pounds. So just short of 20. It's like 20.4, I think it is. And I would have a really hard time tossing that. I certainly wouldn't be able to flip it, catch it on the other side. But I don't know, it's all fun stuff. All right, let's get 1 run of shot puts juggling, just for funsies. Just for funsies. I feel like a steel-toed shoe would not actually do much for juggling with heavy objects because they're so pointed. I think steel toe, maybe it would. I don't know. It's more about distributed load, I think, but I could be wrong. I don't own any steel-toed boots, so that won't be happening anyway. All right, let's see how this feels. We're gonna give it one run. One run. I need something a little bit higher octane. Stormo, perfect. What's up, Dream? Thank you. We just got done with our crazy forearm workout. Here's the answer to that. Always move your foot in time. I'm 100% successful thus far. Yes. Well, it's a strength index. It's a little iffy on perception. Yep, that's good. Biceps started feeling that. That felt pretty good. Obviously, I can read while juggling the shot puts. Yes, that is absolutely correct, Stream. I have dropped quite a few knives while cooking, and my thing is always away from knife, because that is 100% true. I'm more like strength 6. If we count 10 as absolute strength and 1 is absolute weakness, I'm like 6 or 7. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know that about that one, but ooh, I see. Gotcha. That sounds terrible. Anyway, I am gonna make food and eat food. You all 6, 9. Yes. All right. You all have a good night. I'll see you later. Hold on, we'll do one more forearm. Yes. Yeah. There we go. Make sure you can see the veins. All right, anyway, bye everybody. Have a good one.